Welcome to the General Safety Orientation. Safety is our top priority at Abha Private Hospital, and today we will cover essential safety guidelines to ensure a safe working environment for everyone. My name is Engineer Gio Joseph, working here as a safety engineer. Why safety is important in the hospital? Safety is paramount in a hospital because it directly impacts the well-being of both patients and healthcare workers. Hospitals are high risk environments where errors, accidents, or infections can have serious, even life threatening consequences. Ensuring a safe environment helps prevent medical errors, reduces the spread of infections, and safeguards against physical injuries. By prioritizing safety, hospitals can provide high quality care, maintain trust with patients, and create a secure and supportive work atmosphere for staff, ultimately contributing to better health outcomes and a more efficient healthcare system. What is internal disaster? Internal disaster is an event that may affect the safety of patients and damage the hospital infrastructure. Internal disaster examples: fire. A fire within the hospital premises can cause severe disruption, requiring evacuation, treatment of burns, and smoke inhalation. Power outage. Loss of electricity can affect critical systems like life support machines, lighting, and electronic health records. Flooding. Internal flooding due to burst pipes or severe weather can damage equipment, compromise sterile environments, and necessitate the relocation of patients. Cybersecurity breach. A breach in hospital IT systems can disrupt operations, compromise patient data, and even shut down essential services. Chemical spill. Accidental release of hazardous chemicals within the hospital can pose health risks to patients, staff, and visitors. Structural damage. Earthquakes, explosions, or other events that cause structural damage can make parts of the hospital unsafe and require immediate response. Code Red classification on fire. What is Code Red? It is the hospital emergency code word to initiate alert or response APH staff to fire. What is Verbal Code Red? It is activated by staff to activate the raise procedure in the event of fire. What is Overhead Paging Code Red? It is the code used by paging system mention the location, providing instructions to be evacuated the area. What type of fire safety measures we have in our hospital? We have all the fire safety measures as per the Civil Defense Guideline. Also, we have a valid Civil Defense license too. Fire safety equipment such as fire alarms, fire pumps, and their various components plays a crucial role in protecting lives and property during a fire emergency. Fire alarms are essential devices that detect smoke or heat and promptly alert occupants, allowing for a quick evacuation. Fire pumps are critical in maintaining water pressure in the fire sprinkler system, ensuring a steady and reliable water supply to extinguish the flames. These systems often include components like control panels, sprinkler heads, valves, and piping, all working together to prevent the spread of fire and minimize damage. Proper maintenance and regular testing of these systems are vital to ensure their effectiveness in an emergency. What is the fire? A fire is chemical reaction between three elements. 1. Heat. Heat to start the fire. 2. Fuel. Something to burn. 3. Oxygen. Air to feed the fire. Fire triangle. The fire triangle is a simple model used to understand the essential components needed for a fire to ignite and sustain itself. The three sides of the triangle represent the following elements. 1. Heat. The energy necessary to increase the temperature of the fuel to its ignition point. 2. Fuel. Any material that can burn, such as wood, paper, gasoline, or natural gas. 3. Oxygen. The oxidizing agent, typically found in the air, that reacts with the fuel to produce combustion. For a fire to start and continue burning, all three elements must be present. If any one of these components is removed, the fire will be extinguished. This concept is used in firefighting to understand how to prevent and control fires. If we are using any method to extinguish the fire, that means we are eliminating one of these three things: heat, fuel, or oxygen. The National Fire Protection Association, NFPA, classifies fires into different categories based on the type of fuel involved. These classifications help in identifying the most effective extinguishing agents and methods for each type of fire. According to NFPA standards, the classifications are as follows. 1. Class A. Fires involving ordinary combustible materials such as wood, paper, cloth, rubber, and some plastics. These fires typically leave ashes behind after burning. 2. Class B. Fires involving flammable or combustible liquids and gases, such as gasoline, oil, paint, nitrous oxide, and solvents. These fires do not leave ashes and are typically extinguished by removing the oxygen or interrupting the chemical reaction. 3. Class C. Fires involving energized electrical equipment such as appliances, wiring, circuit breakers, and outlets. These fires require non-conductive extinguishing agents to prevent electrical shock. 4. Class D. Fires involving combustible metals such as magnesium, titanium, aluminium, and potassium. These fires require special extinguishing agents that do not react with the burning metal. 5. Class K. Fires involving cooking oils and fats, such as those used in deep fryers. These fires are typically found in commercial kitchens and require wet chemical extinguishing agents designed to cool and smother the fire, preventing reignition. These classifications guide the selection of fire extinguishers and firefighting techniques, ensuring that the correct method is used to safely and effectively control or extinguish a fire. There are 5 types of extinguishers. 1. Dry power type. 2. Foam type. 3. Carbon dioxide type. 4. Wet chemicals type. 5. Water type. Water type extinguisher we are not using because we have fire water sprinkler system all over the hospital. Dry power type fire extinguishers. It can be used on all classes except type K fire. It stops the chain reaction by smothering. Pressure is generated by gas cartridges stored inside the cylinder. Its force will last for 2 minutes and can reach 10 to 15 feet. Foam type fire extinguisher. It is suitable for classes A and B fires. Fire is extinguished by isolating oxygen from fire. Pressure is stored in gas cartridges. Can fight fires up to 20 feet distance. Carbon dioxide type fire extinguisher. It removes or displaces oxygen. Suitable for classes A, B, C fires. Ideal for electrical fires. Its pressure lasts for 15 seconds only and not suitable for distant fires. Wet chemicals type fire extinguisher. A wet chemical fire extinguisher is specifically designed to combat fires involving cooking oils and fats. These types of fires are classified as Class K. Wet chemical extinguishers contain a solution of potassium acetate, potassium carbonate, or potassium citrate. When discharged, this solution reacts with the burning oil or fat in a process called saponification, creating a thick, soapy foam. The chemical solution cools the burning oil, which helps to extinguish the fire. The foam creates a barrier on the surface of the oil, cutting off the oxygen supply and preventing reignition. What are the fire identification methods? 1. Seeing smoke or a fire. 2. Smelling smoke or other burning material. 3. Feeling unusual heat on a wall, door or other surface. What are the possible fire risks in hospital? 1. Electrical fire risk due to short circuit, extension cables or heaters, loose cable contacts, damaged cables. 2. Carelessly discarded cigarette butts. 3. Overheating of heating appliances. 4. Improper storage of chemical. What is pass method? Pass method is how to use the fire extinguisher. In case of fire, initiate pass method. In pass, P stands for pull the pin. A stands for aim low at the base of the fire. S stands for squeeze the handle and another S stands for sweep side to side. Race procedure. The race procedure is a critical protocol used in emergency situations, particularly in healthcare and institutional settings, to ensure a swift and organized response to fire incidents. RACE stands for Rescue, Alarm, Confine, and Extinguish or Evacuate. The first step, rescue, involves immediately assisting anyone in danger by moving them to a safe area away from the fire. Alarm is the second step, where the fire alarm is activated to alert others in the building and activate through the emergency hotline number 2222. The third step, confine, involves closing doors and windows to contain the fire and prevent it from spreading. The final step, extinguish or evacuate, depends on the situation. If the fire is small and manageable, trained personnel may attempt to extinguish it using the appropriate fire extinguisher. If the fire is too large or uncontrollable, the priority shifts to evacuating everyone from the building safely. The RACE procedure is designed to minimize risk and ensure that the response to a fire is both effective and efficient, protecting lives and property. Evacuation types. These are the types of evacuation. 1. Horizontal evacuation. 2. Vertical evacuation. 3. Total evacuation. Horizontal evacuation. It is the evacuation of patients, employees, visitors from an area of danger to a safe area at the greatest distance from the danger on the same floor or level using the evacuation map, assembly points. The room evacuated should be marked by sign and put fire barrier doors. The order to evacuate will be given by the Director of Nursing or Emergency Response Group. Vertical evacuation. It is evacuating patients, employees, visitors to a safe area on another floor, usually a lower level, or to a safe area outside the facility, in the holding area, although some patients may require removal to another facility. Vertical evacuation is only activated when there is a very serious confirmed threat to life and safety. General Director or Duty Manager is authorized to give the instructions for vertical evacuation to the lower level. Total evacuation. Total evacuation of a hospital is an emergency procedure where all patients, staff, and visitors are moved out of the building due to an immediate and severe threat, such as a large fire, hazardous material spill, or structural collapse. Outside hospital holding area locations. 1. Ground floor, opposite to ER entrance from outside. 2. Ground floor, opposite to marketing office. 3. Ground floor, beside gate number 4. 4. Ground floor, near auditorium entrance gate from outside. 5. Basement, beside gate number 5. Internal assembly points. Nearby every department, there is 2 or more internal assembly points. All the employees of Aba Private Hospital should know the nearest assembly points and fire exits of everyone's department. Patients in Aba Private Hospital. Ambulatory. Don't want the assistance. Semi-ambulatory. Requires some assistance to evacuate. One staff member usually needed to assist. Non-ambulatory. Requires significant assistance to evacuate. 2 to 4 staff members needed to assist. Special. Requires very special assistance for evacuation. This can apply to patients or clients and includes patients undergoing surgery, on life support systems, on dialysis or under deep anesthesia, infants and small children. Duties of charge nurse and head nurse. 1. Implement the unit-specific internal emergency preparedness plan, RACE procedure. 2. Coordinate with nurse supervisor. 3. Give the decision about shut off the electrical power. 4. Shut off the medical gas station. 5. Head count. Duties of nursing supervisor on duty. 1. Direct additional staff to assist inpatient evacuation when required. 2. Provide a status update of the emergency situation to the nursing director. 3. Ensure that no patient will be affected if the power is shut down and medical gas station in the affected area or complete floor. Give feedback to the emergency response group leader. Emergency rescue group. In a hospital, the emergency rescue group plays a crucial role in ensuring the safety and evacuation of patients, staff, and visitors during a fire or other emergencies. Emergency Response Group will establish internal disaster command posts to control the disaster at safe point at fire origin floor. Emergency response members are Safety Engineer on call, Safety Officer on duty, Nursing Supervisor on duty, Security Supervisor on duty, Electrical Technician on duty, Housekeeping Supervisor on duty, Biomedical Technicians on duty, AC Technician on duty, Infection Control Practitioner on duty or on call, Inpatient Director on duty, Plumber on duty. Disaster Command Center. It is a communication center between Disaster Command Team and Fire Origin Area staff. Location: basement floor next to Housing Supervisor Office. Extension number of Disaster Command Center is 1146. Disaster Command Team. Once the code red activated by Central, immediately the Disaster Command Team will be reported to Command Center. Incident Commander is CEO. Backup ICs are 1. Duty Manager. 2. Nursing Director. 3. Medical Director. Disaster Command Team members are 1. Incident Commander Chief Executive Officer. 2. Administrative Director. 3. Medical Director. 4. Director of Nursing. 5. Purchasing and Warehouse Manager. 6. Finance Manager. 7. Law Current Technician. Chief Executive Officer's Secretary Optional. Medical Director's Secretary Optional. Duties of all nurses and all staff during any type of disaster. Initiate pass method when fire is small. Participate in the raise procedure. Cooperate with charge nurse and supervisor. What you can do if there is a smoke in your room. Cover your nose and mouth with a wet cloth, stay low and crawl to the nearest door, and when the door is closed, use the palm of your hand to feel the door. Touch the lower, middle and upper parts of the door. If it's not hot, lean against the door and open it slowly. If there is no fire, proceed to assembly point. If a door is hot when you touch it, do not open it. Look for another way to get out. Smoke and gas rise to the ceiling first. Stay below the smoke at all times. How to react with fire. If you encounter a fire, stay calm and quickly assess the situation. If the fire is small and manageable, use a fire extinguisher to put it out, ensuring you have a safe exit route. If the fire is too large or spreading rapidly, immediately activate the fire alarm to alert others, call emergency number, and evacuate the area following the nearest safe exit. Avoid using elevators and help others who may need assistance. Close doors behind you to contain the fire and never re-enter the building until it's declared safe by authorities. Here are the steps to follow during fire. Step 1. The first identifier should activate verbal code red and start evacuation of patients according to the given sequence. First, ambulatory. Second, semi-ambulatory. Third, bedridden. Step 2. Activate manual call point alarm and call 2222 and notify 1. Your name. 2. Department. 3. Type of code. 4. Exact location with room number. Step 3. Unplug all electrical equipments. Before unplug, have to confirm that if there is any equipment equipped for any patient, need to give mechanically. Step 4. Shut off emergency medical gas valve by authorized person. Only head nurse, charge nurse or nursing supervisor can turn off the medical gas valve. Step 5. Extinguish the fire using pass method. Stay low under smoke, crawl on hands and knees if necessary and safe. Step 6. Check all the rooms and then close the doors and lock by the keys. Put the room check tag or write a X mark with marker/pen. Step 7. Seal the room with wet towel. Sealing a room with a wet towel can help prevent the spread of smoke and fire if you are trapped and unable to evacuate. Place wet towels or cloths tightly under doors and over any gaps where smoke might enter. Step 8. At assembly point, do the head count with the duty list and patients list. Code red, all clear, end of disaster. Safety officer, engineer or hospital incident commander at the scene will verify that the situation has been resolved. Any of these individuals can declare the incident all clear. The page operator will be notified by 2222 and will announce end of disaster or all clear 3 times over the paging system. What are the goals of fire drill and trainings? Staff awareness about causes fire and how could it be prevented. Stop confusion and panic among colleagues, patients and visitors. Staff training about what to do in the event of fire, how to fight a fire and how to deal with the situation quickly and effectively. Thank you all. I appreciate your participation. If there is any questions, feel free to ask anytime or seek clarification. Your feedback helps me improve future training sessions. Please share your thoughts with me. Thank you for your time and attention. This is Engineer Geo signing off.